Welcome to Similar Movies Database. Today we are sharing the list of the best movies like The Amazing Spider-Man. Man of Steel. With the imminent destruction of Krypton, their home planet, Jor-El and his wife seek to preserve their race by sending their infant son to Earth. The child spacecraft lands at the farm of Jonathan and Martha Kent, who name him Clark and raise him as their own son. Thus his extraordinary abilities to the adult Clark, living on the fringe of society, he finds he must become a hero to save those he loves from a dire threat. Iron Man 3. Plagued with worry and insomnia since saving New York from destruction, Tony Stark now is more dependent on the suits that gave him his Iron Man persona, so much so that every aspect of his life is affected, including his relationship with Pepper. After a malevolent enemy unknown as the Mandarin reduced his personal world to rubble, Tony must rely solely on instinct and ingeniously to average his loss and protect the people he loves. The Avengers. When Thor's evil brother Loki gains access to the unlimited power of the energy cube called the Tesseract, Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D., initiates a superhero recruitment effort to defeat the unprecedented threat to Earth. Joining Fury's dream team are Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Thor, the Black Widow, and Hawkeye. The Dark Knight Rises. It has been 8 years since Batman, in collusion with Commissioner Gordon, vanished into the night. Assuming responsibility for the death of Harvey Dent, Batman sacrificed everything for what he and Gordon hoped would be the greater good. However, the arrival of cunning cat burglar and merciless terrorist named Bane forced Batman out of exile and into a battle he may not be able to win. Captain America, the first Avenger. It is 1945 and the world is the throes of the war. Steve Rogers wants to do his part and join America's armed forces, but the military rejects him because of his small stature. Finally, Steve gets his chance when he accepted into an experimental program that turned him into a super soldier called Captain America. Joining forces with Bucky Barnes and Peggy Carter, Captain America leads the fight against the Nazi-blocked Hydra organization. Iron Man 2. With the world now aware that to be Iron Man, millionaire inventor Tony Stark faces pressure from all sides to share his technology with the military, he is reluctant to divulge the secrets of his armored suite, fearing the information will fall into wrong hands. With Pepper Potts and Rhodey Rhodes by his side, Tony must forge new alliances and confront a powerful new enemy. Kick-Ass. Using his love for comics as inspiration, teenage Dave Lizevsky decides to reinvent himself as a superhero, despite a complete lack of special powers. Dave dons a costume, dumps himself Kick-Ass, and gets to work fighting crime. He joins forces with the father and daughter vigilant team of Big Daddy and Hit Girl, then befriends another fleeing crime fighter called Red Mist, but assuming mobsters soon put their alliance to the test. Iron Man. A billionaire industrialist and genius inventor, Tony Stark is conducting weapons tests overseas, but terrorists kidnap him to force him to build a devastating weapon. Instead, he builds an armored suit and depends his captors. Returning to America, Stark refines the suit and uses it to combat crime and terrorism. The Dark Knight. When the help of allies Lieutenant Jim Gordon and Harvey Dent, Batman has been able to keep it tight, like the crime in Gotham City, but when a vile young criminal calling himself the Joker suddenly throws the town into chaos, the Caped Crusader begins to tread a fine line between heroism and vigilantism. Spider-Man 3. Peter Parker and Jay seem to finally be on the right track in their complicated relationship, but trouble looms for the superhero and his lover. Peter's Spider-Man suit turned back and takes control of him, not only giving Peter enhanced power, but also bringing out the dark side of his personality. Peter must overcome the suit's influence as two supervillains, Sandman and Venom, rise up to destroy him and all those he holds dear. Batman Begins. A young Bruce Wayne travels to the Far East, where he is trained in the martial arts by Henry Ducard, a member of the mysterious League of Shadows. When Ducard reveals the Legio's true purpose, the complete destruction of Gotham City, Wayne returns to Gotham, intent on cleaning up the city without rescuing to murder. With the help of Alfred, his loyal butler, and Lucius Fox, a tench expert of Wayne Enterprise, Batman is born. Spider-Man 2. When a failed nuclear fusion experiment results in an explosion that kills his wife, Dr. Otto Octavius is transformed into Dr. Octopus, a keyboard with deadly metal tentacles. Doc Ock blames Spider-Man for the accident and seeks revenge. Meanwhile, Spidey's alter ego, Peter Parker, faces fading powers and self-doubt. Complicating matters are his best friends, hatred for Spider-Man and his true love, sudden engagement to another man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man centers on student Peter Parker, who after being bitten by a genetically altered spider, gains superhuman strength and the spider-like ability to cling to any surface. He wants to use his abilities to fight crime, coming to understand the worlds of his beloved Uncle Ben. With great power comes great responsibility. Are there any we missed? Let us know in the comments.